Hey everybody, we're in the hoop house and we want to talk to you guys about tubers.
Hi everyone, Shelly here. We're going to, most of you are going to be getting your tubers in the mail. Either you already have or you will be very soon. And we're getting lots of questions about what do I do with them now that I've got my tubers. And the best thing to do, and as it says in your planting instructions, is to plant your tubers. Hopefully you've prepared your soil well and they're ready to go in. But many of you may still be experiencing cold temperatures or rain, or not able to get your tubers in the ground right away. So this is what a lot of your tubers are going to be looking like. And as you will see, we shipped them
Excuse me.
bless you, in a Ziploc bag, compostable Ziploc bag in coconut core. So that coconut core is like basically soil, and it's going to be a protection around your tuber. So the best thing to do is to keep it in that bag with the coconut all around it. You could add some more some potting soil to that bag as well, or you could take them all out of the bag, put them in like Amazon box or a bin, and just put all your tubers in that bin, and then put coconut or potting soil on top of that if you're not able to plant right away. Another thing I wanted to address is that you can see that all of the tubers are sprouting up. Some of them have roots, some of them have really long roots and quite a sprout. Most of these will break off in shipping. But every tuber that but it'll grow right back. So if this breaks off, or any of these little ones break off, it's gonna grow another shoot right back. So no worries about that. And it's just showing, we just were so happy to see how well our tubers stored and how they're growing and ready to go. So every tuber we sent had a visible, very visible eye. And so I'm going to be really happy to see everything growing in your guys' gardens. Okay, I'm going to show you how to put it in. So here's a tray, a bottom tray. So this is an example of how you can store them. I'm just going to get some potting soil that we have over here and that they came into your tray or a box or a bin. And this is just going to simulate planting until you can actually get your tubers in the ground that you where you want them to be. Some people are going to be putting them in pots, and that's fine. We have some explanation of how to grow them in pots. I know my mom is planning on doing hers in pots. And you just want to make sure the pot is large enough so that your tubers will have room to grow inside. You can imagine this producing, 10 more tubers. You need to have that space for it to grow in a pot. So keep that in mind when you're choosing how you're going to plant your tubers. The ground is the best, but not everyone can do that, and that's okay. They'll still grow. So to keep them without drying out, because the main thing that's going to happen is if you don't plant it right away is they're going to dry out. So putting them in soil like this, and you can have it, you can moisten it a little bit. This is dry, but as you can see, the coconut was a little moist, and I would moisten this just a little bit. You don't want it wet, you don't want it dripping at all. It's just a little bit of moist, and that's just going to keep this tuber plump and happy. It'll continue to sprout and continue to grow roots, and but just try and get them planted as soon as you can, as soon as you have the time, and as soon as the weather is permitting. We ship according to last frost dates, so some of you haven't we haven't shipped out yet to the colder states, the colder areas in the states. But those who did get our shipment that went out this last weekend and will be coming in maybe even the next couple of days. If you can't plant them right away, keep them in that coconut, or put them in a bigger tray like this with the coconut and some more moist potting soil until you can get them planted. And then I want to show you how to plant them. So when you do get to planting them, this tuber you want to lay parallel to the ground. It's going to go in the ground like this. If you can see the eye, you want that pointing up, and then it's about 4 to 6 inches deep. And the roots, you want to make a hole big enough so that you can keep these lovely roots growing and intact. And if these come off in the packing or shipment, or even after you've had them in the tray, it's okay. They're going to grow back too. But if you can, keep them intact. Put your tuber in the ground like this, and then you're going to bury it. Now, you could bury it again 4 to 6 inches, so this will be under the soil. You could take this off and start your own another plant if you want to in a little seed tray. But if this breaks off, it's just going to start growing again. So no worries about this. Again, you just want to keep it to the 4 to 6 inches underneath the soil, and this may end up being under the soil, and that's okay. That's what it normally would do, and you're gonna have beautiful dahlias. So I hope this answers a lot of your guys' questions of what to do when you receive your tubers and how to plant them when you get the chance to plant them. Enjoy it, have fun. You're gonna do great.